After the other. Well, we're going to be bringing you, of course, scenes and sounds and sights from here with what's happening in the background, the worshipping, the praising, and we're also going to be bringing you some conversations. We know that the Honorable Minister of Education has been in Okahandja not only today, but yesterday as well, over the weekend, to come and speak to the community within the town, to encourage the parents and family members of these young ladies. We will also be speaking to the Bishop, Bishop Banda, who is the organizer of the event that's taking place here this evening. But to get straight into it, we do have Honorable Sanet Steenkamp with us this evening, and we'll be just engaging her very briefly. Madam Steenkamp, thank you so much for joining us here this evening. I know you've had a very busy schedule, so we do appreciate it. I know that you've been here yesterday, you were here this morning, and I just want to know, because I know that you met with school teachers and principals from the schools here in Okahandja. What transpired, what was discussed, especially around the safety and security of the school children going forward?
So yesterday, the senior management team met with 7 principals and head of departments, also from the 7 schools, as well as the teachers. And basically, we had 3 things in mind. One, we wanted to know how they are processing this deep sense of loss. The 2 learners from the schools were so tragically murdered. And secondly, we also wanted to provide us with what they think should be the solutions to increase and sharpen and strengthen the security at the schools. And thirdly, we wanted to pledge our support that we are organizing a national march in solidarity with the first one that was organized for Ingrid Maastor. And we have done that now across the country. So today we came back to literally also bring a psychosocial unit. So from the 3 ministries, Ministry of Gender and Child Welfare, Ministry of Health and Social Services, and then of course our ministry, we all came together with various teams, great specialized experts who then today spend time with our children. And we also asked that they spend time with the parents and with the teachers so they will come back again. That was the main thing. But also to assess what was the issue of the school gate that was talked about and why is it closed. And then lastly, we went to the sites where the bodies were found.
You mentioned that you've made a resolution that there'll be a march that will be taking place. So tell us a bit about that, when it will be, etc. Will it be in Okahandja?
There's a march tomorrow morning. The march against violence for children, towards children. And it's organized by a community member within Okahandja. We will release the schools in Okahandja to attend the petition.
They will be closed tomorrow.
Yes, they will come hand over a petition to the Deputy Minister of Education, because I will be in Cabinet, and they will basically tell us what it is that they would like to see happening, and we will see how best we can support them. However, on a national level, the ministry then organized for 20 learners per school nationwide, and with 2 teachers. And then, of course, they have to march to a designated venue that is arranged by the directorate, and a learner or learner representative will give remarks, or a teacher, against violence in our communities and in our schools. And of course, those who are remaining in schools need to attend do any project or program that in discussions and debates, or just any topic or poems or poetry around violence against our children.
Just lastly, Madam Steenkamp, your message to the people of Okahandja. We know that Okahandja is a very small town. Everybody knows everybody here. So one person's daughter is everybody's daughter. And right now, parents, moms, dads alike, they're so fearful of sending their children to school, knowing that the perpetrators haven't been caught yet. So what would you like to say to them in closing?
There was a sense of despair in Okahandja when we arrived here yesterday, but Her Excellency brought with her a team, and we all just sat and mourned with people. And we wanted people to know that we are feeling with you. We may not have all the answers right now, but Her Excellency put together a high-level committee who are really looking strategically long-term, and for us to also develop standard operating procedures in the event that something like this may happen. What I want to say to the community in Okahandja is that you're not alone. We mourn with you. It's a collective grief and a collective loss that we feel with you, and may God strengthen you. And we thank the organizers of this prayer session and the complex for allowing us to grieve and share our pain together, because that's where the healing will come from. Let us allow ourselves to heal, to grieve and to heal.
Thank you so much, and we appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, that was Honorable Sanet Steenkamp, the Minister of Maysak, speaking to us, of course. She's joined the Okahandja community this evening, standing in solidarity with them as we are offering up prayers, around the situation that has happened here in this town that has not only shaken Okahandja, but has really shaken Namibia at large. We also, as I mentioned, have Bishop Banda, who is the organizer of this mass prayer meeting this evening, and he's going to talk to us, of course, about why they felt, necessary to host this evening. Bishop Banda has invited not only members of his church, but there are many church leaders here this evening from different denominations within Okahandja, coming together, standing together, worshiping together, praying together in an effort to have this event be a success. What we know in terms of where the investigations are concerning these murders that have taken place in this town, the police have apprehended 3 individuals for further questioning, but as it stands right now, no arrests have been made. And of course, as things develop, we will continue to keep you updated on NBC. I now have Bishop Danny Banda here with me. Good evening, Bishop, and thank you so much for joining me.
Good evening, Nina. It's good to see you.
Bishop, just to start with, perhaps you can talk to us about what necessitated this mass prayer meeting. Who are the stakeholders that have come on board to help you make this a success?
We looked at the situation of in the Bible when there was a crisis in the country. The immediate response was prayer. The Bible says, "The word of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run to it and they are safe." So we felt that as Okahandja, in the midst of the police and the security clusters doing all they can, we can come together and unite in prayer and pray that God will be able to help the authorities to apprehend the people that are responsible. And I think it's in times like this that we need to unite as a country, unite as a town, for us to move together in solidarity.
Yeah. Of course, this prayer meeting this evening, all pastors from different churches, denominations are coming together this evening, which is beautiful to see. The community has also come out this evening in support of what's happening here. What message do you have for them this evening, Bishop?
I believe that in times like this, what the enemy would want to do is to separate us, create confusion, and that we start fighting each other. But in instances of this nature, it is for us to come together, unite, and begin to pray together. We cannot lift fingers and point at one another. We need to unite, because this is what the enemy wanted, to create that kind of a diversion, create confusion in our community. But what strengthens us as a people? In Namibia, we are people that love God, people that always want to pray. So we will find strength in prayer and seek the face of God.
Thank you so much. Bishop, we appreciate your time. I know that you have a program that you have to lead, so I'm going to release you, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Nina. Appreciate for the time.
Well, that was Bishop Danny Banda speaking to us there, who is part of the organizers of this prayer meeting, Okahandja Uniting Prayer event that is happening this evening here at the Okahandja shopping mall. We do know that a lot of ministers, as well as the head of state, Her Excellency President Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwah, have visited the town of Okahandja to show us, and I say us because I'm also a resident of this town, that they're standing in solidarity with us. What the president also said is that Okahandja will have to be put on curfew, which was really welcomed by all members of the town, all community members, as they are eager to see the people or the person responsible for what happened brought to book. We don't have details yet in terms of when the curfew will start and what the restrictions will be for us, the citizens of this town, but we are eagerly looking forward to those details when they do come. For now, we'll go back to you, Selima, in studio, and perhaps if there's still time, at the end of the program, you'll come back to us. I would like to speak to some community members here as well and just get their sentiments on what's transpired here in Okahandja. So Selima and the team, it's back to you for now.
So much for the update, Nina. Of course, Nina is currently in Okahandja, where a mass prayer meeting is currently taking place, which is organized by Alliance of Christian Churches in Namibia, and that is because of the 3 brutal killings that have recently taken place in the town of Okahandja. We'll be back after this short break with more interviews.